dimension seer's page. Power in the shifting tides they hide. Amidst the stormy shadows, we collide. The needle strikes the sand to feel its rage. Veils of old from ancient seer's page. Power in the shifting tides they hide. Amidst the storm's shaggy shadows, we collide. Sandstorms looming endless night. Faces wrapped in the struggles of fight. I see truth and Alrighty, that's enough of that. Hello to everybody that is joining us or will be joining us in the future. As you can see on the screen, we have the Dune Awakening Developer Update number 1 live stream, and we are going to be watching that, reacting to it, and seeing how we go. I do have 5 of the Mural codes to give away today. If you don't know what the Mural codes are, there's a little bit apparently of animosity amongst content creators and people. They didn't make it clear that they were releasing these codes, but I have 5 to give away to people. So if you stick around during this, if I see people watching, because I don't know if anybody's going to watch this or not, I will give away the codes on stream. But if obviously I don't get enough people, I will probably leave the codes down in the comments of this video. So if you're watching this in the future, check down below in the comments if there's codes there and you're lucky enough to get one. Great. That is what it is. That way, you know, somebody will get used out of the codes if people see them, that kind of thing. But we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. If there's no comment down below with the codes, they've all been given away during the stream. So yeah. What's everybody expecting from this? What's everybody expecting that we're going to get from this update? I'm hoping that we get like some significant plans and details about future things as well. But with the update itself, I really was enjoying the last kind of steps of the game's storyline, like the Carfag mission and things like that. So I'm hoping that we get a kind of bigger expansion to that sort of dynamic, and we see some cool things in there. But you know, it's you never really know what you're gonna see when it comes to the game. Hopefully we get something cool. That's kind of the thing about live service games. Some updates are flops, some updates are the best things in sliced bread. But we'll definitely see what we get. We are just about a minute away from the stream going live. Just checking something while I'm at it. Is this being done? Is it showing it properly? Come on. God damn it, YouTube. Why'd you have to be annoying? Yeah, well. But yeah, we will be giving away a code, hopefully, well, hopefully 5 codes during this stream, but we'll see. Right. We've got 1 second to go. Why is it saying live in 33 minutes? Do not troll me, I'm going to check the chat. It's saying live in 33 minutes to me. That genuinely would give me the rage. Okay, I just had to refresh it. That's fine. So we've got 5 minutes to go. Oh! 5 whole minutes of me sitting around. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, skip ahead. Don't just hang around for me rambling to myself. But yeah, there's lots of things people are expecting from this. I've seen some issues, some people talking about the carrier ornithopter getting a cargo crate. Some people are saying that they think it's going to be able to put items in. Some people are saying it's only for vehicles. So it'll be interesting if we get more information on that. Obviously, with the big wheel new vehicle that we're getting, hopefully we get to find out if it is faster than the sandbike or if it's just more the same. I would really like it if it is a lot faster than the sandbike. But we'll definitely see how that is in regards to it. One thing I'm really annoyed at, because I'm looking at the stream, and it's not, YouTube's not following the aspect ratio of the stream like it should do. It's meant to put it into widescreen, but it's not doing it. And I don't know why it's not doing it. I've done it before, which is really annoying. Might have to fiddle with my settings in the future. But yeah, it's meant to put things into full widescreen. Maybe it's because my other monitor isn't widescreen, it just looks silly. I could be wrong. I suppose that's the problem with having only one widescreen monitor. It can't actually widescreen things. Now, if anybody thinks the sound is a bit low on the Dune side of things, definitely say to me, because I can adjust that and fiddle around with it. Just turning everything up on my end. That is, yep. Turn it up ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. But yeah, the main thing I want to see from this update is just more repeatable content. One of my biggest problems with Dune Awakening, it's not really a problem because I enjoy the gameplay loop, is there's no repeatable quests. You know, like you can go into science outposts and places and repeat them over and over again. But if there was like daily quests, like gather X amount of spice, gather this, gather that. I know there's the Landstrad stuff, but the problem with the Landstrad stuff is, depending on your server, one big guild can like completely, and well, depending on your server, depending on the specifics of the Landstrad stuff, one big guild can just complete that instantly, and then no one else has any chance to really get any benefit out of it. I mean, I know you can put stuff into the Landstrad after it's been completed, but for the ones that are like deliver shipping manifests, that one gets completed so quickly that I don't get a chance to reap the rewards out of it in the same way I would as a big guild, essentially. I mean, a minor complaint. It's not like I expect everything to be perfect to start off with. And they are still, like, as a live service game, this is an ever-developing situation. And I'm going to be honest, in comparison to a lot of games, like other games that we've played in the channel, like Fallout 76, this is 100% like a better start than any of the other games that we've played have had. So it's definitely one of those things where it just depends. It just depends on what way you look at it, I suppose. "30 seconds to go. Hopefully they show us some cool stuff." This is honestly one of my first times reacting to stuff. I've done like videos where I've went to post, but I don't really have the time tonight, which is why it's better for me to react to it live, because later on I might not be able to do it. So yeah, if you watch this in the future, what do you think of it? Right. 1. Let's see what we get. Turn the sound down ever so slightly. Just keep an eye on it, just so the voices aren't like overpowering me.
Welcome everybody to another Dune Awakening developer stream and to our offices here in Oslo. It has been a hot minute since we had one of those, no pun intended.
It has been a while.
And a lot of things have happened since our last stream. For one, we released Dune Awakening into the wilds, exciting times, and it's actually one of Funcom's fastest selling games, so we're super excited about that.
That's pretty cool.
Of course,
I absolutely love Dune. I really do, and I've enjoyed the game so far, so yeah.
Of course, thanks to you who are playing the game. So thank you very much for being on this journey with us. We really appreciate it very much.
And for the guys in the chat, like, how do you guys feel about Dune Awakening?
Very exciting things to talk about. So coming up today, we have a quick recap about our Gamescom attendance. We just came back from Gamescom, actually.
I never actually watched any of the Gamescom footage.
I've been at Gamescom, and we're going to chat about that a little bit. We will be talking about what's coming soon. We have the Chapter 2 that is coming, all the free things that you will see, and also the optional paid DLC.
Main stuff I'm really interested in is the DLC rather than the free stuff. Because the free stuff will just be story related.
Hopefully ask a lot of your burning questions.
We might stick around for the Q&A, but we'll see how long this stream goes on. I don't want to spend too long
and we also
on it.
released the trailer with the announcement. Some of you might have not seen it, so we play it again for you and hope you enjoy.
I mean, I've already seen the trailer. I've already covered the trailer on the channel, so I'm going to talk over this even more than I should, but there is some really cool stuff in here. Like, obviously, you're seeing some characters that we've not seen in-game yet, like, is it Lady Jessica? My brain is going, like, we saw her in there. It's sounding really quiet, so I'm going to turn it up. But hopefully we get more faction-specific quests, because being able to do more Atreides stuff, more Harkonnen stuff would be interesting as well. And I do like this radiation suit that seems unique, and I love the look of that stupid big wheel thing.
There's been a string of murders across the capital.
And more story content is always good. Something that I would like to see, though, is them working on dungeon-related stuff. You know, like in WoW, where you could go to dungeons and raids and things like that. I hope to God they add more stuff like that. The Carfag quest was pretty cool, and it felt a little bit like that. The dynamic encounters as well. When it says dynamic encounters, it makes me think of Fallout, like things that can just trigger dynamically and randomly. I hope that's what it means, and it's not just things that just don't happen. Like, they happen and then that's it. It's never going to happen again. I hope it's like things that repeatedly happen.
And surprise, some of you might have noticed, initially the Chapter 2 was supposed to go out on the 10th of September. However, we actually moved it a day forward, and you can expect all this content on September 9th.
Oh, we're getting it the 9th? I didn't know that.
But
that's actually slightly good news.
Let me
Am I
introduce
working the
our
9th?
guest for today.
No,
Joel is
now I need to check
unfortunately in the doghouse. No, he's not, but he had some other things to do today, so we don't have any toe shoes. However,
literally
we
checking
have
if I'm working.
the man himself that is known
If we don't
for
play that
very
DLC
colorful
right away
socks
would be
in the previous
great.
streams. If you have watched one of our previous streams, Oli Andreas, do you want to introduce
Oh, I'm not
yourself
working the
briefly to
9th.
the
Nice.
chat?
Is that what I'm known for?
Yes.
To be fair,
and
it
now
makes
from
sense
us
they're
today.
releasing it on the 9th though, because
really comfy.
I mean that's the
my
server
name is
reset day.
Andreas. I'm a production director on Dune Awakening. Super excited to
Turn
be
that down a little
Great
bit.
to have you on board again. And then also one of our tallest Vikings, actually, one of our tallest people in the office. Niels, do you want to
Do they
introduce
literally
yourself
have
as well?
Vikings in the office?
Not one of the tallest anymore. One of my juniors is eclipsing me in height, and it's ruined the power dynamic entirely in the
Oh
room.
no, oh no.
growing.
That sounds painful.
Growing ever larger.
I don't know if it is
Hello, I'm Nils. I'm the producer for...
An interesting thing as well, I actually pre-ordered the vinyl for Dune Awakening as well.
Always
the cool
exciting to have
colourful
everybody on
edition.
stream
So
to chat about
I'm
the game.
hoping that
So let's
looks
take
amazing.
a quick look back first. Again, released, Dune Awakening is out in the wild. How has that been for you? Like, how was, letting go of your baby, basically? Like, is that a good
Letting
way
go
to
with
put
your
it? How
baby,
does it
throwing
feel?
your baby into the
I
world.
mean, it's been kind of nerve-wracking because we've been testing the game for probably 18 months in close beta.
Something I'd say about
before
it
we
is
shipped it.
they've been getting a
So
lot
we
of.
kinda
I see a lot of
knew
comments that like dead game,
approximately what
this
people were
like,
thinking,
all these
but,
kind of problems.
releasing it into the
But
wild
with a
is
live
something
service
different.
game
So it's,
like this,
it's very scary. But
it's had a
then at the same
relatively
time
uneventful
exhilarating
and
very
smooth launch.
humbling to see how people have embraced the game.
And I've really
What they've
enjoyed
done
it.
in the game. It's,
I definitely think
it's really amazing to see
the amount of people currently playing versus bought it is different. But if they add more content, they do things. They can definitely bring a lot of people back.
to the point where they're like just a month into after screaming for more stuff. So it's really fun.
And I think that is the major complaint most people have, is they love the game,
No, it's
but they want more
terrifying to say,
content.
but it's been super
It's not a bad
rewarding,
problem to have.
for me, working with the story, like seeing people actually kind of engage with the content that we've made. I mean, this is from
Some of
way
the
back
stuff on
when,
their
like,
bookshelves,
was
I want that
people
sandworm,
kind of their
like,
first interactions with the
bookend.
sandworm, and then seeing
Yeah.
kind of play through the different story bits, the content that we have, like the things they build. It's always terrifying to create something new, but all of the fun stuff we've seen has been super rewarding, and it makes the whole journey kind of worth it.
Absolutely, this is what we're working towards, right? As a
Yeah,
team, like,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, after all, or at the end of
Don't know if the
everything,
audio in
I feel
this
like
is
we are
particularly
gamers
great.
ourselves, we're geeks, and we just want to make something that people
turn
have
off a
fun
bit there
playing.
as well.
Right. I
Absolutely.
think that's it's a bit maybe of a cliche to say that, but I think it's definitely also absolutely true.
Cliche for a reason. Right?
It's yeah,
Everybody keeps saying it
exactly.
for a good reason.
Exactly. And since we talked a bit about the story, we talk about that a little bit more later on when we talk about chapter 2. But with that out of the way, release a little bit to decide. We just came out of Gamescom, as I briefly mentioned at the beginning. All three of us
I would
have been
really,
there.
really
So
love
we
to
actually
get that
have a little
massive
bit of
sandworm
a
statue.
cool clip here with some impressions from Gamescom.
I wonder if they
How
had
was
Lost
it for
Harvest
you to
at
see people
Gamescom, or
play
if it was
live and
just
their reactions?
people playing the game itself.
I mean, it's the same thing in a way that it feels real in a way when you see
Yeah.
people line out.
Oh,
the
that
booth
thumper.
to
That'd
play
be
your
cool as
game,
well to have.
And it's 5 days in a row, and there's always a queue there of people excited to play. And walking the show
They've got
floor,
so many cool props
with
at
my
Gamescom.
Dune gear, and having people come up to you and say, "Oh, I loved your game. I had so much fun playing it," and then being able to interact with with the players in the community. Also hearing their feedback, what works, what doesn't work. It's so cool to be there. And I mean, we
This
spent
is
a
just
lot of time
looping
in
footage
interviews as
now.
well, talking to press, which was it's really cool to hear what they asked about. I think we can talk more about that, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's like you're saying, like you get kind of desensitized to the things you see online. They don't feel just as real in the same way.
I think that is the problem when you're
complete strangers,
like
you're in
Twitter
the middle of a
and
queue,
and
like,
everything
or
are commenting on the
talking
game.
to a colleague
You
or
get
something, and
like
they
a
just
very
show up out of
extreme
nowhere. They're, like, really
response,
excited
but when
to
you
talk about the
get
game
people
made. It's,
actually come out to see
it's,
you, you're going to get a more
it becomes kind of jolt in your
a
system,
real
like, oh,
response.
yeah,
Like
it's
people
like
online
a
are
reminder
very
that,
quick to
something
be
cool happened.
absolutely
Yeah.
brutal
So,
and less
that's been
tempered
a ton
in
of fun.
the way they
I
react to
think,
things. But
for
when you
me as
actually
well,
physically meet them, you're going to get a
seeing
more
some of the
rational
outfits that
response, I
we
suppose.
were kind of working hard on creating internally kind of come to life with the.
They need to bring them back on the screen. It's really
incredibly humbling.
annoying me that this is
You know, like,
looping
as a
over and
fan,
over
you
again.
see,
I've
how
seen that
great
man
some of these,
before.
cosplayers can be like artistically, like with the stuff they create, but having it be something that you've helped design is puts it on a completely different level where you're like, oh,
Come on, you butt.
I can't believe this is
Bring them
showing
back.
up in the real world.
100%. I also remember one cosplayer who came up and he actually made a cut array. A functioning
saw
cut
that one.
array.
That was
I think you
mind-blowing.
guys were actually not there,
Just
but I took
popping
a video
it out
and I
there.
shared it, like,
Kenobi, if you
internally.
watch this,
And he had the
if
laser
you
that
could make
actually
some
worked, the
Dune
scanning
props,
laser
that
thing, and
would
then
be
it
cool.
opened up and had lights and things.
You know,
and
I
it
know
looked
you like
really
making
fantastic.
props.
So
And
mind-blowing.
I also
there.
wanted to thank you. Maybe some of you are watching again because there were a few people that came up to me when I wasn't unfortunately able to be at the booth all days, but I was there for the 2 last days. And I had a few people coming up also saying that they watch the streams and they really do enjoy the streams, which is of course super nice to hear. Like that's very much appreciated too. So thank you so much for watching. And thank you also so much for.
Why is there a
again,
giraffe?
just
Oh no,
being
wait,
here
I know
with
why
us
there's a
and,
giraffe
like,
up there.
Interact with us. And
I know why there's a giraffe.
yeah,
I
watch
once,
That's
when I was
pretty-
flying over
pretty
the deep
amazing.
desert, saw a 600
Yeah,
foot
quickly talking about
shadow
the interviews. There were
giraffe.
some fun things as well that happened during the interviews, right? Like both of you did actually interviews.
Yeah.
Maybe
boy.
Niels, tell me like the most fun thing that you remember from
I mean,
talking to media.
I think anytime you get a chance to talk about the game with people who care, that's always super duper fun. I
What's up,
think
buddy?
the most fun I had was a particular interview with a journalist who was one of the biggest lore heads I've ever run into, and we kind of forgot that it was an interview kind of halfway through, and we were just kind of talking back and forth about like all the different possibilities that kind of come out of the setup and the setting that we created with the alternate history, which I am incredibly passionate about because
I mean, that is something that I do love about Dune Awakening is that because they've made it alternate history, there's elements of things that they can bring in that wouldn't happen in the books because they're like the narrative is driven by Paul, but because the narrative of Paul doesn't exist, they can drive it any way they want, which means they can bring in some crazy stuff and like I like the I mean this is a spoiler if you've finished the current part of the storyline. The whole Tilaxu
it starts
oh
out
god,
as
Gola
an interview, but it kind of
narrative.
turns into a conversation, like you mentioned.
They've
and
opened the
then
door
they're-
of
they're
what
basically talking about the
genetic
game and what you love
abominations
and
can
what
they
you
make,
don't like and what kind of
which would be really
improvements
cool
you
if
wanna
they
make and
make
you wanna
big
see from
hulking
the game
monsters and things like that.
I mean, we're both playing games, the game itself. I've a couple of thousands of hours in it throughout development as well, right? So we kind of just share back and
I'll
forth.
probably make a
our
video
opinions,
of
and
this
it's quite
stream,
amazing.
cutting down to
Yeah, I
the
get
points
humbled by
where
people who have like 600-700 hours
the better kind of
in the
talking
game,
points and
that's
the bits
a
where
game
I'm
that's been
reacting
out
to
for
things that are people are actually
2 months?
interested in.
Yeah,
2-3 months.
it's probably one thing that we definitely didn't expect, that people would have such long play sessions.
Oh,
We were like, couldn't stop playing, so they were like playing so much that they went to the content way faster than we
I
anticipated
don't
initially.
know
So
why
it's
they
just-
would
it's a
think
good
that people
thing, but
wouldn't
also-
play
yeah,
so
it's kinda
much.
like-
Like,
double
it's
standard.
always there's always no
There's
lifers in
always
video
no
real
games.
numbers, but yeah, I mean we can see it all the way throughout, right? Like
There's
clearly
always no
something there.
lifers.
Yeah, thank you for.
And like in my
for doing-
days off, when
Yeah,
I've not got the
absolutely.
kids with
Thank
me,
you
I will
so
play
much.
for like hours on end
Before we talk about the chapter 2 content, both the
between like
the
tidying up
free
the house
content that's
and
coming and
doing
the
other
optional
stuff.
DLC. Maybe Ole Andreas, for those who haven't followed our latest developer updates, where we talked a little bit about content strategy, you know, what is planned, what our thought is around that. So maybe that's a good opportunity to remind people, or also for those who haven't heard it or have missed that update.
Yeah, sure. So we recently gave a developer update from the team, mainly addressing what our
Just
focus is now
get
and going forwards. I mean, right now we're focusing on obviously getting chapter 2 out to people with the free content, the continuation of the story there, and then the paid DLC or optional paid DLC as part of that.
I do like
which
that we've
has
got a
bunch of cool stuff.
timeline for a
But then,
revamped
obviously,
endgame
we're
as
also
well,
looking
like
forward,
January,
in
March time.
So we have our
I do
our
think
monthly,
there's a lot of
patches
people
that
that are
focusing on quality of
not
life,
happy with
like
the
major
end game
bug
look. I'm
fixes
fine with
or-
it. I
or
actually quite
improvements to the game.
enjoy it.
That's a just ongoing cycle with
but
a,
yeah,
a
I can understand
small
why people
concentrated team
aren't
that's
happy with it.
basically
It's one of
just
those
working
things
on
that
they're
that not
fantastic,
everybody's going to be
team taking
overjoyed
good
with.
care of you in between the bigger content drops. And then we have chapter 3 coming up, which is going to be focused on the revamped endgame. So we'll as
I'm
soon
wondering
as
what
we
they're gonna
start
do, though.
shipping chapter 3,
I
we'll
think I
have
have heard like
bolts
no
of-
fly zones
of
are going to be a
updates
thing,
coming to build
which
on top of that
would really
revamped
encourage
endgame, so
people to
we're
have
super
the
excited to
buggy
share more
with
about
rockets
that.
and things like that.
And that's obviously a part of the free update. We see that a lot
And maybe
of the
even
game
the
has
whatever the big wheel thing's called. I
has
keep
good-
forgetting. Treadwheel?
Good engagement
Is it
loops,
treadwheel?
and there's just a lot of cool content to engage
I think
in.
it's treadwheel.
But then when you get to the end game, obviously we've seen this that there's yeah, it's a little bit bare bones, so we need to
I hope they
deepen
add
those
in
and
dungeons as
focus on
well.
bringing that up to
Dungeons
the same
and
quality
raids is
level of
a thing I'd really love to see.
the initial
Early
100 to
experience, yeah.
a couple of hundred hours of gameplay. And then obviously there's more coming after that as well. So
I mean, this is only the
Yeah,
first cycle of
more coming.
content.
Let's
yes.
talk chapter
Like,
2.
well, live service game, they're
One
probably going
thing
to
that
add
I'm
more and
personally
more and
super
more and more and
excited
more, like they did with Conan Exiles.
Is the continuation of the main story. Because for those of you who have played through the main story, it kind of ended on a big banger of a cliffhanger. To not
Yes.
spoil anything, obviously we're not going to go into spoiler territory here, but Niels,
Did end on a cliffhanger.
can you tease us a little bit? What can people expect?
I mean, the tiniest of cliffhangers.
Yeah,
really. You know what,
the tiniest. What?
Tiniest
no,
my
no.
arse.
the
You need to
story-
play. I just need to put that out there.
The information
again.
about your entire
The story
existence.
is really like it gets going after a while, so most of you might not have actually followed it through,
Just like
which I understand.
dead body.
But it's just it gets so good, and
The
that
second act
cliffhanger
is
is
where
just
everything picks up, right?
that cliffhanger is just mean.
I mean, we.
I'm hoping we do
ended
get a
by
load of cosmetic
answering one big
items
question
and,
posing an even
like,
bigger one, right?
base-related
And,
stuff.
Now with chapter 2, we get into the kind of investigation of the answer to the question that we posed. This is very vague terminology. I apologize. I want to go into the details, but I'm scared of people yelling at me for
But we
spoiling
don't want to
things.
spoil it as well.
No,
like-
like,
I kind of want to. Though.
I mean,
That's my
we do
problem.
have some really cool screenshots.
Okay, let's
here,
spoil
though,
everything
from-
right now.
I would
The ending.
Okay,
I
yeah, no, so,
like spoilers sometimes,
string
but
of murders have been happening in Arakeen, and the victims all seem to have something in common.
Let me
you'll
guess.
Get called
Spice.
in here. You'll need to help figure out what on earth is going on. Why are these people dying? Who is killing them? And how are you involved? Well,
gonna guess it's another one
we're
of
gonna get down
our
a little bit of a
brethren.
rabbit hole. It's
would
gonna
make
go
sense
places
that
we
way.
don't fully expect. I think the fun part here is we've got some gameplay here that is not quite like the other gameplay we've done. These are unique story missions. So if you think back to some of the ones we've already got in the main games, it's similar. We play around with some existing mechanics in a way that I think is fun for the investigation itself.
That's pretty cool if they're
also
introducing new
to,
game mechanics.
Meet a big name lore character that I won't spoil, but you.
But, I mean, I've already seen her.
Will,
It's 100%
going on here.
like
Yeah,
her
100%.
there.
I'm
It's
personally
100%
super
fucking
excited about
Paul's
this.
mother. I'm sure it's Jessica, Lady
But,
Jessica.
Of course, we also have other things, and among those,
But I'm
is,
terrible with names, so-
one thing that players have been.
Unless
asking
they're
about,
weird names.
specifically, which I'm also excited about. A little bit less than the main story, but I'm also very excited about the second thing. Is re-customization of your character, plus also introducing a few new hairstyle and things like that. So we actually have.
I mean, the
some things to show you
recustomization thing
here
doesn't
as
really
well.
bother me
We're
that much,
actually
'cause
here
I'm
live gameplay.
bald as crap.
Will behind the camera, he's running around here with the character, and he will show us what that looks like. Maybe comment on this a little bit, give us a little bit of context.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of context here. So we're in Arakeen now. There's a new location that has
guessing
been
there's one
added
in
here. So somebody's
Harco
opened
Village
up
as
a
well.
shop, basically. And if you, as Camille is entering
Probably
this
gonna be like a
new
Tulak
space, you'll see
vendor.
Oh,
no,
know
no.
the lore behind this more better than me, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, opening up shop or opening up a chop shop. We're
I guess it's a
we have the
soup
opportunity
doctor.
here to do something really fun, right? So obviously, as with any online game, you want to be able to control what you look like. This is something we're super passionate about.
Now, for
So
anybody
very
that is
excited.
interested, I'm going to
So we've
post
added some new
the
stuff
first
for you
code
to,
for a mural. I'll be
kind of
posting it in like
change
the end
about
comments as
yourself,
well, because obviously it
and,
doesn't tell
of
me when
course, we wanted
codes
to
have been
keep the way you're
redeemed.
changing yourself, like,
But there's the
at
first
least
code for a
slightly,
mural for anybody
within
that is
the,
interested.
lore.
It is
So
right
we're
there.
getting these,
So that'll give you the mural
makeovers
DLC,
from either a soup
for the game.
doctor in this case, who's gonna go in and make the changes necessary to you, or if you go to Harco and you want to go for
We get enough people in, I'll link all the
in my
codes,
opinion,
but
more fun
we'll see.
variants.
We'll actually
We will
get to
see.
that later.
Oh,
like,
will we? Oh,
like,
oh,
like,
nice.
but yeah, just let's talk about.
Because I'm
the
bald, I'm not
options
going
that
to
we
use
have
any of these
here.
Yeah, absolutely.
hairstyles.
So we've got a couple of new hairstyles coming in. Nice, beautiful.
The
bun.
customization in
These
Dune is
are
pretty
Yes,
good,
yes.
though.
always super
I do
versatile.
like what you can do with your characters.
I don't know the proper English name for how you mention
It's a
bob?
bob, isn't it? Like,
I think
or-
I think
Yeah,
Bob's
it's
probably
a
Yeah,
bob.
Yeah.
that was a bob.
it does remind me a little bit of Claire Obscure. Just throwing that out there.
we were planning it before that popped
Yeah,
off, but
absolutely.
it definitely does have
Absolutely.
that reminder.
It's a good thing, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
So we were looking around at kind of general community sentiment when we were picking the things to put into the recustomizer. One of the things people have been asking for is slightly more masculine, longer hairstyles. So the last two options there.
The thing about hairstyles, like a long hairstyle, I wouldn't even say that's more masculine.
So we're quite happy about those.
But I mean,
also,
like,
of
more
course, adding
customization is always
tattoos.
cool.
This is something I'm very
And
passionate
tattoos,
about.
that is something I quite like. More tattoos is cool.
Yes.
We all three have tattoos.
Yes, we all are.
We picked the right people for this.
More
so
tattoos
we got
is
two new
definitely
facial
cool.
tattoos, but of course the area where we're missing tattoos the most is on the body side, where we added in 4 new ones. What's fun about these is we combine, so the 2 new facial
Another
ones,
thing I'd like about
can actually
customization
be
is
kind of matched
more
into one consistent
skins
style
that
going
you can
from the body all the way
transport
up
onto
to
your
the
character. Like, having a
neck. For
casual
people who
skin on
want
your
a more
character
kind
would be
of
cool.
holistic look and don't want to just,
Because they
make
don't
some-
currently
Can, of course,
exist.
mix
Like,
and
you can
match
have the
if it's
casual
viable.
clothes,
But it's such a
but you
cool
can't have the
option to
skin
have, right?
on.
Yeah, I agree.
And look at that.
Yeah.
By the
This is
way,
one of my
by the
favorites.
way, I am actually
Look at
honestly
that.
considering getting Noctua's
You
tattoo.
should.
It looks so good. I love that so much, and Carolina did that.
I did
with
like
her
Noctua
hair.
in the
She
game.
has all of
The
the
cool
so-
little bat
She's
dude.
so amazing with those tattoos too, and I absolutely love the Noctua one. It's so pretty. Like, yeah, look at that.
That is
It's
actually
just
quite nice.
absolutely amazing.
It does look like a
Yeah.
proper
And
And
tattoo.
I really consider getting that one because it looks really
Yeah.
good. And that's my new favorite thing. Even
Leads
though
us
I,
into the new feature, right? which
even
is-
though I do kind of prefer, like, personally, like just black tattoos, but I think it's really cool that we can.
But for people who want to play around with it, you will now have the opportunity to.
The problem with the colored
play around with
tattoos
the
in
color
most
of the
games, they
tattoo.
just
Uh,
that I can
I
barely
also
see
think
them.
black is the
Is
way
the
to go,
problem?
but you can make some really cool stuff with white, and like if you're
Yes.
playing around with your skin tone, you can make some really cool
Exactly.
combos.
Exactly, yes.
And generally people,
100%.
people can be so creative with stuff
Yeah,
like this. I remember
100%.
watching from other RPGs when people have
Well, that
made,
looks a bit better,
like
actually.
a really fun combination of tattoos and facial paints and
I mean,
skin
it's
tones.
just giving people the opportunity to express however they want in a way.
Yeah.
It's nice.
No, exactly.
And I also feel
Well,
like
it's gonna
the
cost
Reddish one
Solaris. That's
almost
not
kind of
bad.
look like you have
5K is
scarring that
definitely
looks
not a bad price to pay.
An actual design,
Yeah.
which is also a kind of cool thing to just have a backstory with, like, you know, birthmark.
I think worth mentioning, because we already saw now, right, is he paid 5,000 Solari to do to change his appearance, but there's a little bit more to it when you're getting into the game, right?
Absolutely. So I mean, it wouldn't be us if we didn't add some story around these.
Oh, so there's a
characters.
quest line involving it.
So both Dr.
Okay.
Shafat that we just met there, but also my favorite, which is good old Frack.
Can we just show him?
Frack.
I think we have a screenshot because I absolutely love. Yeah, there
There
he
you
is.
go.
Dear God.
He's the coolest to me. Like, he's just the coolest character.
It's
He's
not just the
it's
soup
like-
doctors who can
He's got
play around
a
with what they look
massive
like, but there's
head.
also the Benitalex.
Why is his head so
That was the
big?
Harkonnen. That was the Harkonnen side of things, right?
Yeah,
So,
over in
like, I
Harko
mean,
Village,
he's
you
not
can find
Harkonnen,
them.
but he's in a Harko village.
Yes.
Exactly. So for people
I knew
who
there would be
don't
a
know where they are, or
Talaxu
for people who don't watch
involved.
streams to find out their information and rely on the game telling them what's going on, we have a little quest line going on with both of these characters that you'll be able to find out in the world that will help you kind of drive you to these locations so that you know where they are, what's going on.
You can pet the
He's
donkey!
falling it already! He's falling it already! I wanted to lead
he couldn't
into
help
it.
himself.
I hate
You
it.
can
He
pet
can
the
wait,
donkey.
right? So here we go.
I want one for my
You
base.
can pet the Kulon in Dune Awakening. This is, I love that so much. Like, shout
Most
out
requested
to
thing.
Ko.
I did,
Carnage
to be fair.
specifically, he requested
Yeah.
that too.
Like,
but
best
also quite a few of
DLC
you in
ever.
general
You can
have
pet
been
the donkey.
asking about
And
this.
obviously, this is just a minor thing for my.
Oh, it's a
but
donkey.
It's such a thing that's worth it to do for the community when they're asking for it, because it's not a huge.
Did it-
yeah.
To be
it's
fair,
it's
I'd
easy
like to be able to
get in,
pet
so
the
yeah.
Muad'Dib as well.
Yeah.
If you could have
It was
that,
inevitable
and just
that
like
people would ask for it,
pet the little
and it was
dude.
inevitable that they would get what they requested.
I mean, obviously, I wanted it to. Like, I'm not.
because
gonna
he's
lie
going to the
about this.
contract
Like,
board.
that's-
Part of me
yeah,
feels like there's to be
yes,
contracts
yes, yes.
there.
So
that
now,
are
talking about
relevant.
customization, we also see here that Camille's character is actually wearing something
Yeah.
new too. Let's talk about what he's actually wearing.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the new archetype armors, I guess you would call it, or
I'm
outfits.
assuming you can
variant,
change the
right?
colors
Like it's
to them
a-
as well.
A
So-
skin in that sense? Or-
Yeah, it's a skin. So you could wear it on top of your other armors or customize your existing armors to look like this. I guess you can talk more about this. Is your domain.
Yeah. He's-
So
he's
I
area of
feel like you should be.
expertise.
Listen, the one of the big fantasies you want to kind of really dig into in Dune is playing as one of the great, or a member of one of the great schools, right?
Yeah, important.
And so, of course, we've gone and added
some of them I'm not a
specialized
huge
lists,
fan of,
to
but I
go
really
along
do
with all
like the
different
Bene
schools,
Gesserit one.
that you can kind of.
Though I
learn
don't know
from
how that's going to look
inside
on.
the game.
I suppose it'll look the same on
You
a
can make
guy,
your own
just
inferences as to
masculine,
which
like
school
armor.
each of the outfits belong to. I will comment specifically for the Bene Gesserit look that we have gone here. So this is not specifically a Bene Gesserit specific look, but rather a more generalized servant look for people.
I do like it.
To them.
I do like it because
We're
very
aware that with the
edgelording.
game, you know, we have to make all the
And in
outfits
theory,
unisex, so we can't really
you
make
might be
something
able
that is
to
female only. Our system doesn't
use
allow it.
different
so instead we have
pieces.
something that is strongly inspired by the Bene Gesserit.
For
to be
example,
very
use
clear, Bene Gesserit are, of course, still
the
only
Swordmaster armor,
And as a
but the
player,
Bene
the
Gesserit
way
head
you
maybe.
can get these is
Don't know
yeah, you
for
kind
certain,
of
but
have to figure it out yourself. But
if
if
you
you start going
mix and
into
match, it'd be
training
pretty cool.
as part of them, it'll be a reward.
reward for learning from the best and the brightest on
Yes.
Arrakis. People who play the stories will know that they are indeed the best and the brightest, and nothing else but that.
Absolutely.
I actually just heard that we were wrong on this, that the armor they're actually armors and they have their own stats.
Oh,
Oh, so there's armors as well,
I
right?
let,
Cool.
I let
Surprise.
another team handle the that part. I just do the visuals. I'll blame it on that.
A little bit mixed information here, but it seems that they do actually have stats and they are actual armors and not just variants.
because yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
I like that the developers don't even know.
Okay, it's good that we cleared that up, that we managed to clear that up.
So if it's armors,
And
that'd be cool.
yes,
I'm
thank you,
assuming they have effects related to the
secret
skills that they're in.
informants.
Maybe like cooldown reduction and different things there.
One other new thing, if we talk about content specifically in the free update, is contracts and a few other things. But let's start with the contracts.
I mean, we can start there. The social hubs now will have contract boards where you can start picking up contracts. These are essentially just a way for us to introduce you to new pieces of the game, the lore, new characters. There's some
exactly.
interesting characters there that you can meet.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the social hubs themselves did need a
I
little
want
bit of extra
repeatable
life.
contracts, though.
So one of the parts here
I'm
is that it
assuming
helps
we're not
provide
getting
for
that,
the, different NPCs in regards to the player customization. But we also have some other things kind of going on, specifically in Arakeen. A lot of things are going on. Whether it's a errant heiress who's missing a dress and needs some help finding it, or some local bar patrons who need to get kicked out because they're getting too drunk, or a bit of a spy intrigue happening within the Atreides military that someone needs to
exciting.
delve into.
Yeah.
So there's a variety of stuff
Some
going on.
slight
here, but,
spoilers there, I suppose.
The intention is to make the social hubs a little bit more interesting to stay in for people who come here. Lord knows you have to come here frequently enough. Might as well have some fun while you're here, right?
Yeah, I gotta pay your
Pay your
taxes.
taxes, yes.
But yeah, no, this is something.
I do
that
want
people have been
repeatable
asking
quests,
for,
though.
right? More
I do want
content, more
repeatable
things to do
contracts
in
and
the world.
quests.
This is a part of that, and it's something that we're committed to delivering
Stuff that
in
you can
future
farm,
updates
basically,
as well. So
or
expect more.
just
more
repeat
stuff
at least
like
once
this
a
to come
day.
in the future updates.
dailies, essentially.
Contract boards. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, and I mean it won't just be the social hubs either that we
No.
add more content to.
Like the trade posts, for example, might get some
Like the
new
trade
contracts
posts,
as well.
Or in the world as well.
In the world, yes.
It's the dynamic
But
stuff I
anyway,
want to hear
talk
about.
the world. There's also, yes, exactly.
There's
Content in the
also
world.
the dynamic encounters.
This could be
Just
exciting.
making sure. So, apart from the social hubs, we're of course delving into the place where you spend the most time, which is the Haga Basin. So we've got a variety of people who will show up in different places of the world dynamically, who will have a variety of different problems that you need to help them out with. This can go from anything to a merchant who's got a kind of breakdown situation, needs some help with just some fuel. Errant groups of pilgrims who are lost.
Okay,
and,
so
dying,
because they're saying it in a dynamic way and it's not
subcontracting,
named
killings,
characters,
it can be,
this sounds like it's
just
gonna
about
be
anything, really.
repeatable in a
And all of
sense.
this, obviously, once you do that, there's they might have something for you in return at the end. There's some rewards for you, or maybe some access to purchase some stuff. So yeah, there's
If you're real good, if you're
if you're
nice.
real good.
To
yeah,
purchase
if
some
you're
stuff,
helping-
so that means probably
It's a good thing to
skins
keep an
or
eye
other
out
stuff.
if
Hey
you
Matasmo, how are you
there
getting on?
might be something
How's
happening,
life?
Close by that
How
you
have you
could
been?
be interested in. talking about the content now, but also there's also some quality of life updates that are coming with the
Quality of life is always good.
Yeah,
with the
absolutely. I
chapter
mean,
2
there's a
free update.
ton of quality of life, I feel like. Probably the biggest one most asked for.
The rubber banding
personal
is something I
favorite is
want fixed.
the vehicle and storage renaming quality of life fix. So that basically allows you to rename any storage container and any vehicle
That
in the game.
would sort of
And
make
we've
it
also made
easier, I
so
suppose.
that the name of the vehicle or the storage container will now appear above the interactables. That when you run up
Chilling
to
and
it,
overworking,
this
but
happened
good.
to me a lot in the beginning.
Well, don't
especially because
overwork
before you get
yourself.
a lot of the customization options.
I mean, that
Figuring
salt
out which
is
one
not
is
going
your
anywhere
bike
quick,
or,
at least.
a friend of yours bike. Now you can easily just name them and figure it out.
That would be good, being able to
obviously
figure
this
out
makes
who
it easier when
bloody bike it
you're
is,
getting
because
up in
I've had people that pass
in
leave
the
bikes
levels and you
in
start
the middle of
having a
my
big
place
base,
or
a lot
on my
of storage
roof and all
containers
that
and a lot of
nonsense.
vehicles, and you go and do inventory management, try to move one thing from another, from one inventory to another. You could do the drop down, and then there's like 10 sand bikes or 10 buggies or whatever.
That
Now
does
you
make
can
it
rename
easier,
them, so you
yeah.
can have your secret spice stash storage in that list, and yeah, you have a lot more visibility on what you're actually doing and how you're managing your inventory.
Being able to
and
swap
items.
between like specific
And maybe we can talk a
like
bit about vehicles.
containers
There's quite
would be
a few
good as
things
well.
that we changed with vehicle. Well, not changed, but improved and
Improved,
kinda,
yeah. I mean,
Which I think
vehicles
they
have
said there,
gotten
but I could be wrong.
got a lot of love in this one, especially on the. I mean, for the dogfighting lovers out there, there's a lot of
or haters.
or haters, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of
I think
fixes there or
With the
improvements there that
dogfighting
are
part of
quite
this
useful.
game,
So
rockets,
we've overhauled the entire
having some sort of
damage model
gun would be
and,
cool,
how the
instead of
rocket
just
maneuver is.
rockets.
So the rockets now will correctly damage the correct part on the vehicles. If you shoot a wing, it'll damage the wing, and they will behave more predictable as well in terms of how it replicates and how that kind of works. We've also improved or changed a little bit on how the targeting works. So now you're shooting within a cone, so you can't do the whole like rocket and then loop it around and kind of. It requires a little bit more skill, but
Rocket
it feels
and
more
loop it
fair
alert.
in
I don't know what he means by
dogfight
that.
setting. So it's good.
Like when I've been
changes
in
overall.
dogfighting kind of
Other than
situations,
that,
I very rarely got hit.
hotkeys
I
as
think
well that you
I've
can
been
use
hit by
now
like
for
4
swapping
missiles
seats.
total.
yes, the
Also
hotkeys are
something
in.
that-
That was a highly requested feature. So now you can use the F keys to change which seat you're in. So it makes, for example, solo mining a lot easier. You can
That
go
is
out
a
with your
good one.
buggy and you use the hotkeys to switch between the seats and then you
That
switch
is
back
a
again.
very
You can
good
drive
one.
off.
For the amount
So
of
it makes
times
that
I
a
have
lot
to
easier.
hold
That's
in
really
like a
nice.
button to swap seats is
And
a
then
pain
also
in the
when we
butt.
talk vehicles and walking or running on foot, we also have now an auto run.
Yes.
Both for
Oh,
vehicles and for walking, running.
Super excited about that one. So yeah, when you're out running,
I'm gonna be honest, not
press
excited
that
about
key
auto
and
run.
then you'll,
Auto run
I
does
think
not
it's,
tickle my
yeah.
whistle.
if I'm not incorrect, I think it's
No,
numkey. But yeah, I think you can retarget it as well. But yeah, that's a lifesaver in.
I mean,
let's say
quality of
you're
life's
out
always
in the
good,
deep
so
desert and you
it's
just
nothing
wanna
to
get
complain
across a
about, and
few,
more options of what you can do
few
is
kilometers
always
and you
great.
just want to
exactly.
do that while you do some other stuff.
And it
in
is
the
an
meantime.
ever-evolving
So that's
game.
really
There's
nice.
things that they didn't necessarily think of when they were
Talking about
making
vehicles
it.
and the deep desert, there were also some.
Yeah,
exciting
there's some.
improvements.
I mean, one of our biggest focuses since we launched is making sure that we improve on any areas of loss or vehicle loss.
Pain points. Yeah.
around those.
Yeah.
I just saw it and
obviously
Ornithopter get
acknowledge that
lost
there's been
today.
some-
Was
some
kind of
issues
funny.
there. So
The big
deep
worm
desert
got-
will see some improvements that we will do to reduce the amount of vehicle loss there. We're also removing the quicksand along the borders to make it less of a friction point there with that. So yeah, good changes coming.
Yeah, so you can actually use the ground vehicles throughout the deep desert.
You can
Like
now,
this,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
not now, but when the
When,
patch
when,
is
the,
live.
when, the, yeah, when chapter 2 drops. Yes, exactly.
They definitely need to
Um,
give more
Talk about
incentive to
sand.
use the
Let's
ground
talk about
stuff.
some improvements to our most famous big thing on Arrakis.
Yeah, the sandworm. The sandworm is.
Can we say goodbye to Sky Hulud or?
We can at least. So no, I mean.
The
we
Sky
sort of,
Hulud is terrifying if
resolved
you've never seen
the
him.
Sky
He just
Hulud
flies at you.
instances Now, so,
I'm too used to games
keep
with
an eye out
auto
for
run.
that.
It always messes
More
with me.
grounded in the.
I rarely
in the game,
use it.
in a way.
Honestly,
Also,
rarely
we
use
have
auto run.
introduced some changes so that when it attacks, it will breach and it will check for players nearby and then breach first. So we'll have a better system in place for making sure it does breach before if there's players in the nearby vicinity. So that's good.
And I think it also kind of will react differently if there's a vehicle nearby as well, like vehicle and characters, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So that's also
Right, so it's going to go for the vehicles before it goes for characters.
And I mean, there's tons of more. I think one thing worth mentioning is probably around combat as well. There's a lot of improvements around combat itself, around targeting when you're doing launch attacks, or some of the abilities have improved targeting as well.
When I've been doing launch attacks,
also,
a thing that always messes me up is
Quite an
he
important change.
randomly goes for the character I'm not attacking currently.
But the NPCs has a bonus accuracy, and the way we now scale that has changed quite a bit. So now it's it used to scale linearly or like with the same value, and now it scales. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, it scales differently. It ramps up basically. So yeah, no, that means that NPCs might put up a tougher fight when you
That
get
would be
up
cool.
into the higher tiers.
Some of them are
which hopefully
fucking
will
paper
be
tigers.
a cool challenge for people when they get up in the higher tiers.
Yeah.
And obviously, a big change that we've been working on is also to make sure that our NPCs feel more responsive in a way. So when you're approaching a camp, they should be. In the past, they could have taken a little while before they kind of react. And
Some
the
of them
shield
do
turns
just
on.
sit
That
around.
should
So
be,
it
greatly
looks like they're
improved now,
improving
so
the
you'll
AI in
have,
general
a
for
more
enemies, the
responsive,
sandworm.
reactive, fight.
It's a good
basically.
change.
Talking about this, I actually remember watching someone play in an Ecolab with others during Gamescom, and I was like, I was double checking. It's like, are they in the PvP area, or like PvP role, or are they actually in the PvE area? Because he was fighting, the player was fighting an NPC, and I really couldn't tell for a few seconds if that was a player or
Oh, that's
not.
cool.
So,
it's actually
sometimes you do
quite-
get
I was actually-
confused.
I thought that was actually a really cool moment. I was like, I'm not sure if that's an NPC or not.
Blurring
Sometimes
the
it's
lines.
But yes, yeah.
a player
Also talking
that
about
you
combat,
wearing
there
the
was
same
also some
armor as an
changes to
enemy
loot
as well.
that I think will make our players quite happy in terms of how loot works.
I mean, we've synced up the loot respawn with the NPC respawn in the deep desert or in the ecolabs, which should help to ensure that when you've gone through the ecolab and you have fought the NPCs, there's actually loot there at the end. We have quite a few changes coming in an upcoming patch as well, but I don't want to talk too much about it. But it's like a little bit of a tease about yeah, we'll start introducing something like instance loot for PvP basically. This was mentioned in the letter from Joel. So yeah, it's coming in a very in a patch soon.
That's
Talking about
interesting.
that, there's another thing that we're working on that I know you've been dying to mention. A thing that we work on that will come relatively soon.
Which one?
You don't know.
One of the many.
One of the many.
Which one are you talking? Oh, okay, yeah. That's yeah. So we have a lot of feedback on, for example, in Deep Desert, because it's such a vast map that has huge distances, and people getting kind of surprised because the view distance on the vehicles and the ornithopters are quite short. So we've been working really hard on that.
That's something
and the
that
teams have
catches
done
me out
some really
because
good
I was
work.
like,
And
I'm looking
in a
for spice,
patch
and it
soon
just plinks
after-
into
not
existence
for
when I get
chapter
close
2,
to
but
it.
in a patch after that, soon we will introduce a greatly improved view distance for that. So there was
That'd
some
be pretty cool.
engineering and some, yeah. We can't
Ollie's
just,
giving the tippy
it's
taps
not
because I
just
think
picking a number.
he's
It
getting
had to be
to.
done
go
with
out.
some more.
It's just
More
not pushing,
tech and, back
pushing a
end work.
button. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to do some.
Now, for anybody
proxies
that's watching that wants a
and,
code
yeah, fix some of their
for the
applications,
mural,
can't replicate all of
There's
the
another one in the chat.
all of the technical stuff that had to be done. But yeah, that is coming. I'm
And it's
happy to
actually
say.
quite improved, like
It's
quite further.
huge,
So
yeah.
I'd be excited.
Leave
I
the
think.
door and it's
So,
locked.
yeah. So we talked about the free update, and talking about free things, we will actually have, you also see here a nice recap of all things that we just briefly went over. But talking about
That's all
free
stuff we
things,
knew about.
also will
We
have,
all
and we'll
knew
actually
about.
mention that
Yeah, Ollie's
we'll
going
mention
out for a
as well
walk
to make
with
sure,
Asbo.
as
So
many
he
of
was doing
you
the tippy
as
taps.
possible, hear about this. We will have
He
a
loves
free
his tippy
weekend.
taps.
For those of you who are on the fence or who aren't playing
God,
it,
that
but
tea
you
is
are
stone cold.
considering it, we have a really nice thing here as well.
Free
From
weekend as well for anybody.
11th to
September 11th to
And
15th.
so you will be able to play on any server. You will be joining. You'll be able to join your friends, for example, if they play already. You will
So if
keep your
anybody that
things as
doesn't have
well
the game,
if you
yeah,
actually do
it's a good way to
decide
help out.
to buy the game afterwards. So I think that's a very cool opportunity to dip your toe into not the water, but on Arrakis, into the sand, so to speak.
You can
and
dip
see
your
if
toe
the
in
game-
some
if you
water.
like the game. And I mean, there's literally nothing to lose if you just try it out and see if you're.
One thing that I
actually
think is really
powers
cool
up.
is the game is Steam Deck verified now,
But
so
you can't
I can play it on my goddamn Steam
The
Deck.
sandworm, but you might be able to outsmart it. So it's like there's that.
Challenge.
Not tried it yet though. I need to. I'll probably do a
Exactly.
video on that in the
Challenge
near
that's
future.
going out there. Now that we talked about the free update, let's also talk about the optional, very important, the optional paid DLC. There's really some very cool things coming here as well. And,
hoping there's some story
I think they're
content for Lost
actually
Harvest as well.
going to jump into some gameplay here, like just some locations that
cool.
we show. I think.
Live everything.
If we are ready behind the scenes, there we go. Yes, so there is new locations. There is
The
side
Rick of the
story,
Myth.
not linked to the main story at all. Important, but Niels, you can comment on that a little bit more.
Absolutely. So we wouldn't be so mean as to hide the main story behind a paywall. You've already paid for the game once, don't you worry. But we've got some really fun stuff coming in here on the side. This is a great way to connect with one of my favorite radio characters, Keith Villari from the Harvester Guild Radio. Those who have not listened to him won't know, but he's the guy.
I mean, this
who
will still
reminds
show
you
up if you
to
don't
stay
have the
safe
DLC.
when you're working out.
just won't be able to
and,
access it, I'm guessing.
Getting spice out on the sands. As we can see, if you're not safe, things can end poorly. I mean, this whole thing really is tied a little bit into the current event, right?
Yes.
So the premise here is Great Harvester got shut down, and the crew is in need of assistance, of aid. You
Probably
get,
spice-related stuff with us then.
contacted to help figure out what's going on, to help them out of this situation. And from there, things may or may not escalate way beyond the
I do
initial
like those
scope of your
bookshelves.
little rescue mission. I couldn't possibly comment on it, but
Those
for
were like
people who are
Sean
a fan
bookshelves.
of flamethrowers that are very popular online, you'll find that there are reasons for why they look like what they the way they do.
They've been good.
And there's a ton of really fun, unique stuff we put into this one. Locations that you will not have seen before, mechanics you will not have interacted with before, kind of a start of maybe a system that we're expanding upon for future releases as well. Little
Absolutely.
taste of what's to come.
I think that might be
I
dungeons
hate that
they're
I'm not
talking
allowed to
about.
Spoil anything.
I think this might be dungeon-related stuff
put
they're
me out
talking
here in front
about.
of the camera and they're like, hey,
Things they're
talk about
planning
it,
and
but don't tell them
implementing.
anything because they need to discover it themselves. So I'm just sat here like holding myself back constantly.
But I feel like the way we built these
I'd be the same if I was him. Like,
locations
I'd be too
say
excited.
like
I
that.
want people to play it now.
definitely are laying the foundation for a lot of the similar locations.
Good thing is, I'm off from the 9th. So
I don't
yeah, I'll
think
be
we're
playing
gonna
this.
spoil more than that,
Be
but
playing
we're
this
working on
very,
some cool
very
mechanics
well.
that I know people have asked for in online. So it's really fun to be able to start exploring that in the game, and with the future chapters, we'll definitely dive even deeper into those mechanics and features, basically.
It's a little
I
bit
think
of
this is
taste
going to
of
be a
what's to
dungeon.
come.
I think that's what that's going to be.
Basically, if you're a fan of being called Kitten, definitely buy the DLC. I'll leave you with that.
I am a fan of you.
I want to be
Yeah,
called
see?
Kitten.
We all have our tastes.
Don't know who by, but I want to be called
one thing
Kitten.
I just wanted to throw back again, even though we did mention it a little bit with the content strategy, we are of course not, we're also introducing new locations with
Yes.
free updates. So it's not that this is going to be DLC content all the time. That's just kind of like a
Any-
special thing with this particular one.
Yes.
So
As the kind of cool thing about it is they're
Anything
going to
that is
change
not
the Haga
providing a
Basin
single, of
as
course,
time
not
goes
being
on. So the
paid
Haga
to win,
Basin
or there's nothing
on release
it's
is probably
just
going to be
optional
completely
side stuff
different in
or
5-6 years'
cosmetics
time.
or cool
If the
things
game
to,
obviously lasts
to
that long.
expand on your existing experience, basically.
Pay
Thank
to
you
have
for-
even more fun.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said pay to have even more fun than you would have otherwise.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, right? More content, more cool things.
I mean, I've already got the
do we wanna
Ultimate
talk
Edition,
about
so
the
I'm
other
getting that
main
stuff
things?
already anyway.
So we are. I was just about to say that's a good segue for me to actually throw back into the gameplay. Because, of course, when you do help those Dune men,
Oh, yeah,
you
we
will
get
actually also
New
most
the
likely
rewards.
Building
reap the
stuff.
rewards. Exactly, and we can show you some of those
Oh, it's-
rewards right
I
here.
love this.
Is that a
building
new
set.
Very
garage
nice.
door type
Tor Egil,
archetype?
it's Tor Egil Magic again, our resident
I don't know how he
architect
does it.
in-house.
I will never be able to make such
That's pretty
Neither.
cool.
amazing
I
architecture.
do like that.
Neither.
But yeah,
Hopefully
here
it's
we have the
plastone
opportunity.
and
So
not
the Dune,
granite.
being a good guy, will let you build some new cool stuff, and it's not just the building set. Of course, you can see already with the armor that's on here, you'll be able to get yourself into some.
There's new
Dune
cosmetic
looks.
stuff as
You can
well,
become a
that, like-
proper spice miner, as
Yeah.
we all want to be on Arrakis. Spice is the thing that fuels my life.
There's like
Also a
new
cool
chairs
remote. I
and
don't know
other
if
shit
Camille
as
has
well,
it.
so that's
Yeah,
actually
maybe
cool.
use
Yeah,
it.
somewhere.
Yes.
Let's put him on the spot. I think that's the most fun part of
Yeah.
anything like that.
Look at that.
Our
Oh.
thumb remotes.
Ready for
More remotes as well is pretty cool.
And what's that over there? That's a cool
What's-
little thing.
What is that over there, Camille?
What is that over there? Okay.
Yeah,
We already knew that
Smooth.
Salido projection
Very
was coming.
smooth.
We were asking about the placeables for sure tonight. There was nothing
Smooth.
else.
What the
showing
I mean,
up.
crap
those
is
are really
that?
cool placeables. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna take that.
The placeables are definitely a big
Then
thing that I want.
the
There's
hologram
the
as
more
well, or the
cosmetic stuff.
Salido projector.
We also just
would be
saw,
good.
the
Oh,
hey.
naming.
There's
We have to
there's
see
the
naming.
yeah there's the
No,
name
serious. Go back,
the
go
name
back to the
boxes and
chest.
things.
Yes.
That's pretty
Hi,
cool.
Mom.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Mom.
There we go.
Oh my god! Shout out Camille's
Hi,
mom.
Mom is a
Shout
good-
out to
good
Camille's
name for it.
mom, Yes.
I
I
fix.
fix. Love it.
I love that.
So good. Yes.
But yeah.
One of the fun parts you get out of
And of
getting
course,
into this
yes.
DLC is, of course, a new
The
vehicle.
tread wheel I want to see in
Tread
action.
wheel.
The
This is
piece de
not
resistance.
just a skin. This is an actual separate vehicle class. As I said, like this doesn't offer you any necessary gameplay advantages. It won't make make you more effective in combat necessarily, but it does
How
offer
fast it go.
It
a
does make you
different.
cooler than all
Oh.
your friends,
Of
which is
course.
really important.
Turning circles
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
When I first
Just
got my hands
bragging
on
rights.
this, it was so much fun to drive.
Going backwards
thing
is
about
just
it,
as
it
fast
drives
as forwards.
As fast backwards as it does forwards.
That's actually kind of
And
cool.
there's a trick to it, and it's really hard to do. I spent way too long to try and do this. But if you try and do that, can you try, Camille, do a 180 spin and then go backwards? Because you can go like smoothly into a backwards. Yeah, see?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Then
Not
big
bad.
boy comes
Well,
at you.
Elias is much better at it. Don't let them gas him up too
I
much.
spent a little
I-
bit of time.
I would
on it.
love if he
Also
gets
practice
completely
for, like,
merked by the
weeks
one
when
here.
Camille is getting put on the spot here.
But once you
It's
get
like-
it feels amazing to kind of do that 180 flip, and then you can just continue straight backwards. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, that
It's
was
starting
good.
to get it now.
Yes, that was good.
Then you can have
It
your
would be
friend
pretty
the
cool
back
in real
seat.
life, wouldn't it?
We actually
Yeah.
have, I was just about to say, we actually have a really cool clip
Like
where
that.
we show this. There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
That was nice. Yes, that was very smooth.
Yeah, that
I
was
suppose
a-
that works.
such
That
a
works
cool
really
It's
well
a
in
fun thing
combat
we
when
can
you've
do
got
with this.
somebody
It's
on the
like,
back of
again,
it.
It's not power, it's not like more powerful than what we have in the game already, but it's just really fun.
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
it's a little bit of
I'm actually looking forward to getting it because I
I
like that. I like
bragging rights.
It's
the
my,
stupidness
like,
of it.
ground vehicles, it's my.
Though
it's,
I'm
it's the fun one to
hoping
bring
it's
out to drive.
faster
It's like you have your,
than the
your
sand
little
bike.
fun vehicle in the garage. If you have that, I'm not too rich to have that, but if you have that, then yeah, it's a little fun one.
Exactly. So, just to quickly recap as well, so we also have some weapon skins, of course, variants.
Yes.
We have armor, Doomman armor, we have the tread wheel. But yeah, I think that's pretty much covering the paid DLC.
Yeah,
Now we
you see some of
the
them there
weapon
now.
skin. Very cool.
It's really cool.
I like the
Armor as
the
well.
hazmat suits. That is actually a really cool sword.
A swordsman at heart, so.
And I do like when I see the skin of it.
That's just like a scrap iron sword, which I kind of like
yeah,
as well.
I'm
Very
not gonna say
Fallout
it,
like.
spoil it. It will all make sense.
Oh yeah,
It will all
100%
make
with
sense.
that as well.
Go play it. Go
Cool.
And here we see the thumper remote. Like you can do left, right,
mean,
back, and
The thing about the
I think
thumper
so there's, like,
remote
4 in
is
one, I
if you're
think.
doing like
so.
that, you're
Really cool
probably
spice blow right there,
gonna
too.
be in voice comms with somebody. So I kind of don't understand the use of the
So
emote,
also,
but
with this set, with the building set,
It
I
is
think
what it
it was
is.
also important for us to make sure it fits with the other existing building sets,
sure.
so you can like just integrate them as well.
And that's
Very
a
nicely.
general like a
Rule of thumb
for us is that the building set needs to, or sets need to be able to play together in a way.
So you can mix and match and do kind of your
Yes.
own thing. Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
I think a
100%.
composite
And here we
set
have
does work,
the
I
overview again
suppose.
of all the content that's in the
5. Oh, so it's only
optional
5 base
upgrades.
decorations. I'm hoping that there's
so
definitely some cool
before
stuff
we go
though.
into actually be ready for our Q&A, so our magicians behind the scenes are going to be collecting, or have probably already collected, some of your questions. They probably need a little bit more time. So one thing that I'm actually that we can show you now is like our
And then
friends
what we'll
at
do is give out our
their Media
next
Productions. They're actually
code
working on a
for
fan-made
the
live-action
mural
Awakening
that's been
movie.
put into the DLC.
And
If anybody
they
doesn't know
were
how
so
to add the
kind
code in,
to
you need
send
to go
us
to your
a little
Dune Awakening
teaser
account
that we're
and
actually
add it
allowed
in
to
there.
show you right now. So
I'm so excited.
please
That
enjoy.
is so humbling. It's so cool.
Like you redeem it on your Dune Awakening account, so you need to go to the actual thing. And we've released 3 of the codes into the chat. Turn this up a little bit.
Iraqus is a test. Much like wind and sand can shape the strongest stone, Iraqus can mold or break even the hardest soul.
He doesn't look built for Arrakis, if I'm honest.
To survive here, you must be willing. Willing to become something else.
Willing to stab people and steal their blood.
Pass your test.
I feel like that guy in the sand just ate a number 5 burrito bowl. He probably did.
What did you think?
That was amazing. The production quality is insane.
It is actually, right? Like for the fact that it's fam. It's not
You
like
probably
we
did.
didn't what is it?
Commission
Order?
it.
No, not order. What's the term? I'm
Commission.
looking for? We
Request? I
didn't
don't know.
request. Yeah, like
Commission.
we didn't really ask them to do that. That was literally, it's a fan-made thing, and it's actually
Fan stuff is
looking
pretty
so
awesome,
cool
though.
already, so I'm excited to see the final
Yeah,
product.
It's
it's good for them.
absolutely insane.
Some of the
I'm
effects
super
were cool,
stoked.
right?
Yeah, no, I mean, back in my day, we would just get a digital camera and go around filming things.
Run around in the
what
forest.
I'm looking at
Well,
there,
not in
like,
the forest
that
here,
feels
but
like super high.
Run around the kids' sand pit.
Barely had After Effects.
Oh, right.
After
yes.
Effects, that's after we did anything back when I was.
To be fair, their editing is far better than anything I
Right.
can do, so I
while
can't
we
say
wait
jack
for a
shit
few more
on them.
questions, so don't be shy. Send us your questions in chat. We have a few other things that we can actually that I would like to shout out. Some cool things, corporations, corporation, yeah, corporations that we had.
Let's see if
And
I'm
also
gonna look at the chat and see what
soundtrack,
people
like
are
the Dune
saying.
Awakening soundtrack, we have it available on
Oh, there's a giveaway
vinyl.
thing.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
vinyl.
I think so.
Yes, vinyl. Yeah, exactly. So if you do have a player that can play vinyls, or if you just
I'm
would
putting
like
in for that.
a cool Dune Awakening items, you can actually.
I have actually
order
pre-ordered
those. They look very cool.
the
I think they look
exclusive
very cool.
edition of
They're, like,
that.
inspired by our journey cards.
looks awesome.
The design from our journey
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, the art on those are amazing.
Brian,
and this looks
right?
amazing. Yeah,
Shout
Brian
out to
is-
Brian.
It's been
Yes.
fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. It looks really cool too.
So
if you are a vinyl enthusiast and you do like the soundtrack, this is definitely an option for you. Maybe it's also a gift for a friend or a
And
family
shout
member.
out to Knut and
Yes,
Ariel and
yeah,
everyone
absolutely.
involved.
Oh my God, yes! Shout out to Knut and also our sound or like sound design team as well, who was involved with like mixing the tracks that we got from Knut. And absolutely fantastic work all around. Additionally, we also have a cooperation with Madrinas, which I am actually also very excited about because I love chai latte. I just love chai latte. I really do. I like milk tea and I like chai.
I'm not a
latte
fan
in
of chai
general.
lattes, but I do want that
we
stuff
have
just for
this
having it.
cool kit at
also want the
Board from
mural.
Arenas. I did order one.
probably will
am
order
not
one
looking forward to see how
some
much
point.
the final cost actually will be for importing this to Norway. But I think it's worth it. Again,
Worth
I'm
I want the
not
cup
sure.
as
You
well.
need to hype it up here. Come on.
This is like, yeah, like I just it's the toll. It's not the the money for the kids.
Yeah, no.
It's
And
basically
To be fair,
the
maybe I'd
import.
like
ordering
chai tea. I don't
from,
actually
from
know. I've
Europe.
I
never
just
tried
want
it.
the drinking cup. That's,
Me too. I'm
Honestly,
excited
same.
about that.
That looks
Yeah,
super
and
fun.
also you get a really cool in-game collectible
yeah,
as well.
that's a cool looking
Yes,
mural.
And I do want the
is
mural.
really, really,
I do
really
want the
cool.
mural.
But yes, I'm not sure if you're ready.
I'm a
when we
big
come
thing
to
about
questions.
supporting a game. I've had a lot of
1 second.
We
One
are
second.
we
Love
are
and,
still doing some
thing
matching
for-
behind the
Plenty of
scenes.
time.
Our team is preparing.
Should we just
For this-
spoil
this
the-
game.
oh.
I think this is a
Spoil the
perfect
ending
time.
of the main story. Yes.
So actually, what happens is
No, let's not. But talking about that, like in regards to like when you talk about the game as a whole, you're not allowed to say story. Besides the story, what is your favorite part about Dune Awakening, though? Like as a gamer,
I'm not allowed. That's
My
so
favorite
mean
part's
of
the
you.
music, to be honest.
I don't be too easy.
Like,
so of course it's-
genuinely, it's such a
I mean,
relaxing game to
I
play.
know it's a really basic thing
Just
to go
chill.
into, but I think we did or like especially the kind of opening
Again,
game.
which is why I
team did
got
a really
the,
great
the,
job
the,
with, like,
the do that.
how
Chai tea is
fun
great if you like
the
Indian
starting
food.
experience
It's
is.
similar taste profile. I do
kind of
not
when
like
you're
Indian
starting to
food.
Build your first base, you're going through the kind of the
I do not.
the journeys
The
there.
idea
and,
of
like,
spicy.
all the way leading up to your
Well, I
first
say
sandbite.
spicy. And
I was playing through it with a.
I like
friend
curries,
who's kind of outside
but I don't like
game,
Indian curries
trying out the
specifically.
game for the first time.
Nice.
I
a bit
like
ago, and that was,
Japanese,
super
Thai,
fun. We got really addicted to
Chinese
kind
food,
of trying to progress
but
this
not
more and
Indian.
more.
Indian's like, I don't know what it
And
is.
so
The smell of it just
world
puts me
was just
off.
really fun to do things in. Like I'm a big fan of just kind of crafting and building. In,
Though I do
in
like,
general. I love just
the Korra.
tweaking around and getting my base.
sure that's
the,
Indian.
the way that I wanted to, which sadly never.
There
does
could be
spit out anything
Turkish.
Gregor makes, which I think is rude.
like it's really hard to like.
But
like-
I get to try.
But you
Cardamom.
can
Try
even
too
sell
much.
you a blueprint on the exchange or just directly.
Trying to think of.
I'm
I
going to
couldn't
find
even
ways to
tell you
bully
what
him,
cardamom
give it
tastes
to me
like.
for free.
I've actually
I have ways.
I've actually seen people online. This is insane, but I've seen people online who's basically taking what do you call it? Like almost like a not like a job, but like a contract to build a blueprint or a base for someone. It's so cool, and seeing the
Oh,
stuff
people
that they build
definitely
is
would do
insane.
stuff like that, like
Makes
taking
my
commissions for
buildings,
bases and that.
also seem a bit like a tiny little scrap box, but
But see, that's the cool
It is
thing.
great.
I need to
though.
experiment
it's
more
a
with
cool
base
thing,
building
though.
in it.
Like,
I really need to.
It's
Yeah.
so humbling
Experiment.
being a developer. It's like we made this game, and then you give it to players, and they're like, they're just so much better at the game than we are. And you're like, what the hell? I have such a leg up. I should be better than you guys.
We'll be able to
So
change
we're
your
ready
character
for some questions. We have Nspeak asking, will we be able to change our character name along with our looks?
I'm afraid not.
yeah, not for chapter 2. We might look into it for the future. It's been something that's been asked. So yeah, it's an internal discussion at the moment. Yeah, that's not for chapter.
I mean, character name
You can
changes
consider it
is
a
one that I
separate
don't necessarily
bureaucratic
think.
service.
Yes.
It's like if you go
You
to
think
a
of changing your
surgeon
name
to get a
to
touch-up on your
somebody
face,
else's
they won't
character, I
be able to
suppose?
change what's on your ID. You need to go to a different bureaucrat. for
The
that.
government specifically, or
Yeah,
like
yeah, and that,
Yeah.
show your
that can take months.
birth
yeah,
certificate
Lord
and
knows.
stuff, and then you get into the queue exactly, and it takes like months, and you know the whole bureaucracy around that.
I've
Some
seen
Your
pain.
paperwork, we'll look at it.
I've used my name twice, and I can definitely attest to that.
Actually, good point. All right.
Oh, somebody pressed the wrong button.
What's he doing over there?
I don't know, something's happening behind the scenes. Anyway, all good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Druid is asking, are the contracts in the social hubs repeatable daily, weekly, hourly?
No, unfortunately, they're not repeatable. We
Dag
have
nabbit.
some,
We have some repeatable stuff going on in the Haga Basin.
Yes.
That's where the repeatable content is. The
Right.
social
That-
hub stuff is
that's
a
cool,
bit more
though.
bespoke.
and
The fact that we're getting
obviously,
repeatable stuff is good.
Landstrat itself we're going to invest a lot more in that as part of the repeatable content in a way.
Yeah,
That's to come later.
That's to come after.
A Landstrad
chapter two.
over-
You'll
a
have some
Landstrad
repeatable stuff
overhaul
going on
would be
already
cool.
in chapter 2, but that'll be the stuff in the Haga Basin.
But I think that's the end game stuff that they're going to be working in that'll come in January.
Warling 713 is asking, does the auto-run affect buggies? Can we auto-drive?
Yes, 100%. You can
Okay,
auto
that I like. Auto-fly.
Auto-fly. All of the
Auto-fly.
auto.
Autopilot.
Can
Yes.
I do the thing where I spin my thing around and go backwards auto as well, or?
No, unfortunately, you have to do
Oh
that
my
yourself.
God.
I love that,
I
actually.
asked
That's
for one
good.
thing.
That would be too easy, most.
Yeah, too easy.
Also, it would take the fun out of it, too.
I have to learn how to play the game.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to
no.
drive, Niels.
Get
I already did
shirts
it
free
once.
codes were released into the chat so
And you have
far.
another question from Enspeak.
No, I think this is the first one.
I'll
Oh, yes,
release
that's
the
the same
fourth
one.
one.
I'm being trolled by the
Yes.
team on the left.
NS7. Can we Pete Trainee's bank account?
We will
I would
immediately.
love to-
We will
Let's get
immediately.
Like, just
Let's
stroke
get
his
on it.
mustache.
Great
Let's get on
suggestion.
it.
Just
I
as
actually-
he lisps at
Everything
you,
we're
just like,
doing.
Yeah.
No,
Just
but-
fixing no more bugs.
Get his
until we added
mustache.
this.
Why the Atreides bank accountant, though? Like, is that a
have
special looking...
feeling
He's also got a
there's
bald head.
Is there... Now I really...
I love that character. He's such a.
He's
I get-
fantastic and deserves a nice little pat.
They-
Oh my
It makes
God,
me want
okay.
to go and actually.
Isn't it like...
They
it's
literally
very
gave a
creepy,
guy
that person's
with
like
a
super
lisp
creepy.
the
No.
most
That-
S's to say in a sentence.
I think it's going around judging people in this way. I think
Depends
in
on
the
your
year of our Lord
viewpoints of-
2025,
I would find him not creepy, but yeah, I like it.
he's the.
Just
the
stroke
cute
his mustache a
Yes,
little
the
bit.
cute uncle.
No, that sounds
like,
just wrong.
No,
that's
no,
just
no,
like
no.
that's just wrong. Let's not get like. Let's move on from that. Slatronic is asking, what's the latest on server merges?
It is something we are actively working on and looking into now. So more information to come.
All right.
But
The problem with the
absolutely.
server matches is they need to be really careful because people's
Alright.
bases are going to just disappear.
And Ariane is asking, is the treadwheel only exclusive to DLC?
It is, but I mean, our game is a game where you can. I mean, you have to build it, and you can only build it if you have the DLC. You would also obviously also
friend
only
could
be
give
able
you it.
to repair it if you have the DLC, but our game allows you to trade stuff or sell stuff.
So even if you don't have the DLC, you can still drive one if you buy one or if someone makes one for you and gives you permission.
No, listen, if you're hanging out with your friends and one of them has a DLC,
If you have
you'll
no
have some very
friends, the
nice things you
DLC
can
will not help you.
Sit in the back.
take a spin.
Yeah.
I've got the DLC anyway, so I don't need to worry about that
but
at
it's part of the
all.
DLC.
Marius is asking, can we have more lights? Good question. I love that
Yes,
question too.
can we have more bloody
It's one
lights?
we get quite often.
It's a hot topic internally. I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to. The designers want more lights. The people on the technical side are like, no, you're gonna crash everything. You're gonna just like
Yeah,
performance.
that is
What about
a
performance. And obviously, you want a performance game as well. So we're
performance is always
we will
a
look into
problem.
this at some point, and we might tweak it. But right now, we are not doing anything about it. But
I want
rest
more
assured,
lights
this
for
is
my
something
base.
we're actively looking at. As
It would
well.
work
And
quite
we're
well
aware.
on private servers, but
Yes.
on public servers, if everybody has more lights, that would be a problem.
Voradux, will the level cap be increased?
No, not for chapter 2.
Any more?
Nice and simple.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
no, but
have
I like the answer like that.
All right, and that were all the questions for today.
That wasn't.
So
None of my questions
with
appeared.
that, what is left is a thank you, of course, for watching, and also a reminder that we have the free weekend going live on the 11th until the 15th.
Yeah, so if you have any,
I would definitely recommend anybody that
tell your
hasn't
friends, if you have any
checked out
friends who
Dune
haven't played
Awakening
the
to
game
do
and they
it.
want to play it with you, and yeah,
I'm having a lot
You
of fun
can
with
try
it still.
Yes. So thank you for watching. Of course, also thank you to my guests today, Ole Andreas and Niels. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Pleasure to be here.
And yeah, we'll have, of course, more streams going forward. As we mentioned,
Back to
we're
work,
just getting
everyone. Have a
started.
great day
Don't you worry.
and even better
There's lots
weekend.
of
Well, thank you
content
for popping in
coming
with
your
us.
way.
Well, hopefully you've
And
had
again, thank
fun.
you so much for playing Dune Awakening. Thank you.
I'll
for
probably get
being
back
on
into
this journey
streaming in
with
the
us,
near future
all
again.
the teams internally, everyone working
Obviously,
here at Funcom on Dune
This is
Awakening.
a short
Really
little one just to
appreciate
give
you.
away these codes that I was given
And
by the
hopefully
people at
have a fantastic
Funcom.
rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you
Whether
are.
anybody gets
And we
use
hope
out
to
of
see
them,
you
I don't
next
know,
time.
but we'll
Also
see in the
remember to follow
future.
our socials and
If you don't want to
join
add
our
like shoot to
Discord.
server lag, then allow us to adjust how much light
Bye,
you project.
kitten.
I
Bye,
would agree with
everyone.
that,
Bye.
Constantine. That would be pretty cool. That would be a good way of doing it. And we've got the last code here.
A woo.
Why did that just go a woo? So that's the last code we've got there for the mural. So I've just given them out what I'll also do, because I also don't know how many people are going to see this in the future. I don't know how many people have redeemed the codes during the stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the codes again and put them in a comment down below. Now, I'll need to end the stream to do that, so it might take a little while to appear. So we'll see what happens in regards to it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff for more Dune content from us. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks.